A few quick words on your candidate, Bill Jennings. So Bill Jennings, as a character, he'd be very much probably the most left-wing candidate in the race, even though the Shamrock Party is meant to be more left-wing than the Hard Party is. So he's definitely on the far left or the hard left of the political spectrum. He's a former TD for Solidarity People Before Profit, coming from Tallaght. So in terms of, I don't know if you've heard of Joe Higgins. He's sort of a Joe Higgins type of character. Joe Higgins was a former TD for that grouping from the Dublin West constituency, or you could almost say he's an older version of Paul Murphy at the present. Based on the politics, now the Shamrock Party is meant to be a more Republican party, but Republicanism or Irish unity does not seem to be a big issue for Bill Jennings. His economic policies are very much on the hard left. He's about nationalising industries and increasing tax rates on the wealthier people in Ireland. So there's a lot of tax and spend here, which can get some support from certain groups, but the danger is if you go too far down that route, you get people coming up and saying, oh, A, you're going to drive people out of the country, you're going to drive jobs out of the country, and B, you're more or less promising a magic money tree. So you see what the supporters will say, look, he's he's a committed politician, he'll bring about real change. Detractors say, look, A, he's 76, he might be a bit old, B, he's a bit too much into ideology, and C, probably the policies, if he went with his full policies, there's a risk that there might be an some economic fallbacks as a result of this. Anyway, one of you needs to play Bill Jennings. There's 3 other characters in the team. There's 3 of you in the team, so the other 2 members have a choice between these 3. Tracy Blanchfield, who's a current member or TD for the People Before Profit Solidarity grouping. She's from Ballyfermot. Harry Hacker-Dunn is a former journalist with the Daily Star. And then last of all, Molly May Campbell, who is actually the daughter of Jessie Jane Campbell, who is one of the other candidates in the Shamrock race. And there is scope there for a bit of fun there if you want to try and have Molly May coming out and saying, well, my mum is, the reason why I'm not supporting my mum, the reason why I'm supporting Bill Jennings is because X, Y, and Z. In terms of how to play this, obviously you all need to post. You all need to post a few times each week. That goes without saying. During the primaries, while you remain a candidate in the primaries, obviously Bill as a candidate should be posting, but the team members should post as well. And as I said in class, I don't know if you heard this, as I said in class, the team members can boast a lot more about Bill than he can boast about himself, so they can really big it up. So look at some of the posts I've done to give you an idea of the format for your posts, the different ways you can write posts. But the main thing really is, it's now Thursday, week 3. The main thing really is to actually start posting as soon as you can, because all the marks for this will be based on what you post or what you don't post. So obviously more posts, more marks, more high quality posts, even more marks.